Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. It really helps me out and you never want to miss a video of mine. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing know what this video was when I started to film it, and obviously now I do. So today's video is going to be spot cleaning Elliott's cage, and then the next video that comes out is basically the part 2 for Willa, but I just did Elliott's cage first, so that's why this one is the part 1. Is because I've not done a video with Willa or Elliott really. I made like a video with Elliott of his name reveal and his introduction, but I feel like I haven't made a video other than that, and I want to do a video. So Willa has been she's just been a crazy hamster. She has escaped twice. The second time my mom found her by the cats, my 2 kittens. And then the first time she was just in the room and she was like gone for a while. The second time she was only gone for like probably a night. But now she has been chewing at the wood at the cage. I had to put a glass like plane that came with the cage against it, and now she's like, hopefully it will stop her from chewing that. But if she chews the freaking cage, not only will she not have a place to stay, like I won't have a cage for her. I have a cage, but that's going to be for mice. And if this happens and I have mice, where am I going to put her? I wouldn't have a place. So I've been thinking maybe I should switch Elliott and her. I just don't know if she would like the small size of that cage. But anyway, she has just caused so much stress, and also the cage would be ruined. I couldn't use this cage anymore, so it's just been so stressful. But I want to make a video with them because I just haven't, and I feel really bad about that because with Avery, I used to make videos like every single day basically, and I used to just talk and you could just see her cage and just watch her, and I love those type of videos. But I show my face now, and so obviously I'm not going to just like show the cage. But back then you guys knew like every inch of the cage because I showed every inch of the cage basically. But then again, that care was but I want to like talk to you guys about my new cage, or about Elliott's cage and everything like that. This video is going to be probably long, so either get your popcorn, get your drinks, and enjoy, or click off because you're probably not going to like a long video. But I wanted to do a video with my hamsters, so let's get to it. Also, this is probably going to be kind of a, like more of like a vlog basically, or it's going to be more of a just showing you guys my hamster cages and just basically talking to you guys. It's not going to be an educational video. I guess you could take it in an educational way because of looking at their cages, but I'm not like telling you guys the right care and everything. But obviously there is right care in my cage, so I guess it does go into the educational way, but most likely I'm not going to be like telling you guys educational stuff. So let's get to the video. So Elliott's cage needs to be kind of cleaned because I have been kind of just taking a break with the hamsters since Willa has been such a bad girl. So here is his cage at the moment. Over here isn't that messy, so I don't have to clean a lot over in this area. But I am going to sprinkle some herbs just because obviously, as you can see, there's none. When I cleaned his cage, I didn't add any more hay. So he really doesn't have much hay, but he does have a lot of bedding, and he has more bedding over here than over here just because of this, and it's just a little low right there because of this thing, but he has more bedding over there. As you can see, it's not so even, and the bedding over here is taken away from this inch, and that's like flat over there. So he loves to burrow. And so I will always see like new burrows. So like over here is probably a burrow. He had a burrow right over here-ish, and then he has a burrow in there. So, and then as you can see over here is like really messy, and his wheel, he likes to like, I think he likes to pee, and then also some of that is because he runs so fast, is that like that dirt and stuff just gets on it. But as you can see, his sand is like disappeared because of the dirt. He usually didn't like to like actually dig, but now I guess, well, this is all him digging in it. Here's a before and after. It's not 100% better because I can't really get a lot of this bedding out, but it looks a little bit nicer with the rocks and everything. And by the way, I just get my rocks from outside. If you guys do want a video on how I clean my rocks or sanitize my rocks from outside, let me know, because I always, this is my chew box, but I always keep extra rocks in here so I can always like re-sanitize them and everything for you guys. But if you guys do want that, I can do a video of it. There's no point of really buying them from online when these were all free, but all I had to do was sanitize them and make sure no dirt was on them. They should be big enough for your like palm where they can't chew on it, because most likely your hamster is not going to chew on these. If they are small enough that they can fit in their pouch, yes, they probably will put it in their mouth, but I've never had that problem, so I wouldn't say that it would, but let me know if you guys want that video. Okay, now for this area. It's really not that messy or dirty, honestly, so I don't know if I'm really going to like really clean it. There's really nothing for me to clean. So I think I'm just gonna sprinkle herbs around, and I think that will be fine because he's good on food. He's gonna need to clean soon, but other than that, his cage looks pretty fine. This is just his area that gets the dirty the most, just because he's over here at night. He usually doesn't, you know, just chill right here unless he's foraging for food or he's eating vegetables, which I put over in here so his vegetables don't get dirty. But most likely he's hanging around over here, so that's why it gets dirty so fast. Okay, so this is my herbs. It is a mix of two different kinds. One is the natural value, or no, it's not called that. It's something natural harvest, I think it's called. Yeah. And it's from Walmart. That's like the best herbs that I have found. They actually have like different things in them, and they have different leaves and everything like that. All safe, obviously. And then it is a mix of the I don't know what it's called, but it's from Petco. I'll leave a picture up on there. And it has more of like this, pumpkin seeds, sun seeds, rose petals. So that's why there's so many like rose petals in these, because it was a mix of two. And they had like no herbs except that. So yeah, I'm gonna sprinkle this around. I really recommend getting herbs and everything. One, it makes your cage look super, super natural, and two, it's awesome for them because they are foraging for natural stuff instead of just seeds. So let's sprinkle a handful of about this amount. A little goes not a far. Oh, he's up. Sorry, I got like scared for a second. I don't know why, but this is going to scare him because it's like sprinkling around his cage. But a little goes not a far length, just because it looks like I'm not putting a lot in there. Or well, it looks like I'm putting a lot in his cage, but honestly I'm not. Okay, where it's not really like hay and stuff. So I just need to make sure I'm getting it in all these spots. And this is just really good for him because he can like, you know, look around for them. He's aw. Okay, also a thing, he loves to go through these. Like, he loves this tunnel. I will never, ever take out this tunnel because he has been the only hamster that actually goes through here. So if you have a Robo, I really recommend these because he loves to go through it and he fits perfectly. I'm going to probably sprinkle the rest of the stuff that I'm going to. I do sometimes scatter feed him. I always have a bowl of food right there, but this is really my scatter feeding and his foraging. I just like sprinkle herbs around. He always scares me when he runs, but I do just sprinkle some herbs around, and so that's like his foraging. I usually do sprinkle around some mealworms, so I'm gonna sprinkle that later tonight because he's up, he's going to forage around and get all this stuff. So I'm not going to sprinkle them right now just because if I sprinkle these mealworms now, he won't have them for later tonight, and that's what I want him to have. I want him to have them for tonight. So now that he's like up, I'm not going to sprinkle any more stuff in there. But yeah, that's basically what I do for his cage. I love him because it looks like he has like actually like hair. He's packing his cheeks so up. Okay, so that is pretty much done for him, but I have to clean his water and refill it and clean. Okay, so this is how I clean my wheel. Obviously people are going to have different ways, but honestly, water will work. You could just put water. I just do something else. So, I mean, you could clean this any way you want. This is just how I clean it. He has a 8.5-inch wheel. He definitely does not curve his back because he's a Robo, so he looks like this small in this wheel. And honestly, there's no point of having anything bigger than an 8.5 wheel for a Robo because he probably could not run on anything else, and I'm very glad that he can run on this because I only have a silent, or I only have a flying saucer wheel, and I would never put a Robo on that because they go so fast. So what I use is I'm running a little low. I use a water and vinegar solution, half and half. So I put like 1 cup of water and then 1 cup of vinegar, 2 cups of water, 2 cups of vinegar, half and half. And I just put it in this spray bottle, and all I do is I just spray all this stuff. Now what I do is, because it's a wheel, what I do is I spin it around to try and get those sides off. You see that, guys? You see that like clob? I'll zoom into it. Okay, and now what I do is I just dump that water out into my garbage. I just take a rag and I clean it because, as you can see, it still looks dirty. But after you use this rag, it just looks like a brand new wheel. But if you do use vinegar, please clean it off as much as you can, because now it doesn't smell like vinegar. But you need to clean it off as much as you can. It is safe for hamsters, but just in case there's like a little bit of a wet spot, you don't want them licking it. It's not going to hurt them, but you don't want them licking it, so just don't. Try and get off as much as you can. There is still some like in the corners. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is as clean as I'm going to get it. As you can see, it looks a lot better than what it did before. So that is how I clean Elliott's wheel. This is usually what his wheel looks like in every 3 to 4 days. And honestly, it's not that big of a deal, and it's not that much of a work. But that's what his wheel looks like, and look at how clean it is now. Wheels are so important for hamsters since they run 5 to 6 miles a night in the wild. So I don't think it's really possible to do that on a wheel. Maybe it is, I don't know, but it's so important for them, and it's also so important for them to have a right size wheel. He is fine. I don't have to worry about him for the rest of his life. He'll probably have that 8.5-inch wheel for the rest of his life. But now I have to clean his water. Oops. I have to now clean his water. So I'm not going to show the process of this just because it's already a hassle to do it. I don't want to bring my camera with me and just everything like that. So I'm just not going to show this process. I do use Q-tips to clean off any bacteria, but other than that, it's really just me filling up my water and kind of cleaning it a little bit. But if you guys really want me to, I can do like a like in-depth video of all this. But I don't think you guys need that. Okay, so his water is clean now. Luckily, I did not have to use any Q-tips. I did still use Q-tips, but I didn't have any like that had any like nastiness on it / bacteria. And I don't fill it up all the way, and the reason for this, why is it leaking? The reason for this is because I almost just did it the wrong way. Because there's no way he's gonna drink all this water before I clean it next. So that is why I do not clean it. Or that's why I do not fill it up all the way. Okay. By the way, I know Velcro is basically I feel like that's it. I will later tonight sprinkle some mealworms in there. I might give him he doesn't like the oats, he likes the millet. I might give him a millet spray, but other than that, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing Elliot. I'm kind of glad that he woke up just so you guys could see him. But yeah, that's basically what I do when I spot clean Elliott's cage. I usually do that literally every time I spot clean his cage, so this is like an actually very actually true video. He usually doesn't wake up, but I clean his wheel, I clean his sand pit, I clean his dirt pit, I put some herbs around. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in my next video, which should be Willa's video of this. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.